The Ukrainian air defense network, as it is now, is not sufficient to protect all of the country given the size and complexity of that task. But as long as this network is operational and supported by partners, it intercepts the majority of missiles, particularly cruise missiles, and it also has a deterring effect on the Russian Air Force. The Russian Air Force remains reluctant to losing more aircraft, and as long as Ukraine's air defense shield remains viable, the Russian Air Force will hold back its tactical aviation. And by the Russians' own admission in their own defense publications, they admit that their own air defense network, while it's very dense and it's learning all the time, still faces critical challenges like friendly fire, and they find it difficult to engage Ukrainian drone strikes that are heading into Russia when they are flown in specific ways. And I think it's useful to remember, if this problem seems large and looming and growing, that there are still critical vulnerabilities in Russian military power that are enduring and can be exploited. And I would share the general's assessment that one of the most efficient and yet difficult ways is to reduce Russian missile strike potential is to damage or destroy the launch platforms themselves. This means certain types of ships, certain types of bombers, as Operation Spiderweb did, and various ground launch platforms. And I think more effective or purpose-built interceptors to use against Russian attack drones would also be critically important for Ukraine given the rate of production increase that we are looking at this year. And there are rumors in different types of technologies in development to address this. And the bad news here, and there is quite a lot of it, is that Russia is aware of the slow production rates of Western air defense systems, Patriot NASAMS, IRIS-T. And over time, they hope to destroy Ukraine's will to continue fighting and to attrit or destroy its air defense capabilities with nightly strikes while damaging critical infrastructure and depopulating frontline cities like Kharkiv or Kherson or potentially Dnipro, whose civilians are struggling with the extended timeline of these frequent attacks. And they seek to convince the West that they will never produce enough to resolve this challenge. But I have had the opportunity to meet with some of Ukraine's air defenders teams, and the ways that they are modifying our equipment, the partnership that we have, the way they are pushing the equipment to technical heights that we did not even think possible. It is a true partnership, and one that I hope continues. I've seen firsthand the operators, and I've seen firsthand the work that they do to protect the cities. So thank you very much for your time.